Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. The Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Running back searching for a hole. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Bobcats moving quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes! Jumped on top of the pile. It'll be 3rd and long. Jones to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness, but...
Wide open spaces. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Texas State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. handoff to the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that first down. Nice job.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Showing off the arms. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here on 3rd down for this offense.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble of the defense got it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll go back to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Fakes to grab. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense.
Going over the top. Catch inside the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give on the option. Nice move to pick up yardage. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Texas State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, NC State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. Jones to throw. Gets it to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas State.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Fighting off the defender. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Jones wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
He's got his man, makes the grab.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it set up on the outside. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bobcats will hustle to the line.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers,
turning it on, running through contact, and he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Wants to throw again. Dances away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Touchdown, Bobcats! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Immediately fires to the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now,
and the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Now the toss. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gets the back moving. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Fires one high and deep. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Great place to start for this offense. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Oh, better look out! And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll give it to the back. The Wolfpack will get the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Parker. Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolfpack line up, facing 3rd and approximately half a mile.
Here we go.
To the air, it's Parker. Fires to the big fella. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a cut. Now he's loose. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
63, NC State 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Blasted as he lets it go. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent